Hi there, it's Miriam with Engadget, and this here is the long-awaited Pebble watch. This is the final production unit. This is an orange one. It also comes in red, in black, in gray, and in white with a white band. It's got an e-paper display, as you can see here, and it's backlit. If you tap here, it lights up. There's an accelerometer built in and a compass built in, and of course Bluetooth 4.0 LE, which is the efficient Bluetooth. It runs for an entire week on a charge, and it's water resistant to 5 atmospheres, which is quite deep. So you can pretty much shower with this. You can use it in the hot tub. You take a bath. You can wash your dishes. You can be in the rain. You can be in the mud. It's made of polycarbonate glass. Well, it's not glass. It's polycarbonate. So it's pretty shock proof and very strong. It uses standard wristband, so you can use any standard watch band that you want. As you can see, this is the one that comes with it. It's default black. I'll walk you around the watch on a separate one that I'm not wearing. What I wanted to show you right now is some of the UI. There's 3 buttons here and 1 button on the left. On the right hand side you have, first let's go back. There's a back button on the left, and that brings up this menu, and then the top and bottom buttons basically let you navigate the UI, and then you can select things like that. Going back, I press this left button again. As you can see, the animations are super smooth. And this is, again, e-paper, what you're looking at here. So when it stopped refreshing, like right now, it's not using any power at all, which is really, really impressive. So as you can see, these are a bunch of watch faces. And each watch face is really an application. When you see tic-tac-toe here, this is actually not a game. It's an animation. And music allows you to control a Bluetooth device via the remote control protocol for Bluetooth. And I'll show you that in a second. So let me show you some different watch faces. You saw the original one, this one. If I go back, I can show you another one here. Not the most exciting one, this one. Here's a kind of traditional watch face. You can see the date as well. And let's see, this is the alarm, so you can set alarms, of course. And the settings, I'll show you in a second. So this is just a getting started. So, it's trying to pair, so I'm going to cancel pairing, yes. And then there's more watch faces here. There's a very nice traditional one as well. The tic-tac-toe watch. So it plays tic-tac-toe as it counts. And here it's binary. If you're a nerd, you'll know how to read this. It's pretty awesome. This one's kind of like, looks like QuickTime. And finally here, this one's probably going to be my favorite because I'm slightly blind, so I'll be able to just glance at it really easily. And I'm not sure what I just did there. Digital watch. It's probably just a test app. What I was going to show you is in the settings here, you can go and pair a bunch of Bluetooth devices. And as you can see here, I got an iPod Touch and a couple other devices paired up. Sorry, my fingers are all tired. And then you can go in the settings here, and of course you're going to try pairing. You turn it on and off, and go back. Here you can obviously set the date and time. As you can see, the menu is very intuitive. You can change things and select. I'm going to go back. I don't want to change any of the settings. Some display settings here. And of course, about, shut down, factory reset, if you really want to do that. And then, quickly showing you the alarm clock right here. So you can create a new alarm, etc. So it's very intuitive UI, as you can see, very well designed, very smooth. So now let me show you something. I've got an iPod Touch over here. I'm gonna pull it out. And as you can see, it's running the Pebble app. And I'll show you what the Pebble app looks like. It's right there. So there it is. And now what I can do is, I'm going to bring that back out in a second. I just want to control the watch and go back into music and show you the music playback functionality. So this watch is paired with this iPod Touch. And as you can see here, you know, I can select some watch faces and push them. If I tap on here, it'll push them back, which is kind of cool. And you know, you can see notifications. I'll show you that on the other watch. So that's their app essentially. And as you can see now, so I can have this docked somewhere, or in my, you know, in somewhere in the apartment or whatever, and it'll start playing music as soon as I hit play. And as you can see, I mean, if I go into iTunes now, the music app, and then now playing, you see, it's playing. So I'm just going to put it down here. And so it's very responsive, as you can see. And next track. There's not a lot of album art here, and I think we're done the playlist. So if I hit play, I don't know what it's going to do. It's going to play something. And so you can fully control an iOS or an Android device like this. This is not specifically designed to work with iOS. It also will work with Android. There's a vibration motor in here as well. And when you get a notification, let me show you that on this second watch we have here. So this is before I show you the notifications, I'm going to show you a little bit around. So that back button, as you can see, is right here, and here is a magnetic connector, very similar to the MagSafe on the MacBook Pros. So like, this is what it looks like on the USB cable, and it just latches on. And as you can see, this is how you charge the watch once a week or so, since the battery life is insane. There's a standard USB cable at the other end, as you can see here. And so, you know, just pop it off. And this makes it water resistant. Obviously, there's no way anything can get in there. On the right-hand side, you have these three buttons. So the select and the back and the, select and the next and previous buttons. And this is the back of the watch. As you can see, it has a kind of nice pebble embossment, and it's completely sealed and glued shut. And here you can see the standard watch band, how it attaches. And now, if I get a notification, you'll see it pop up. And there you go. So that's a sample notification. It's being sent by an Android device right now that's off camera. And as you can see, it briefly lit up. You didn't feel it, but I did. It vibrated in my hands. So, you know, that's a cool thing. And I can tap and look at it again. And I can, you know, there's actions I can perform on that. I can go back, or I can acknowledge. Other things, so notifications it gets are SMSs, emails. It can receive iMessages on Android, on iOS. You know, they're working obviously on supporting a bunch of other notifications as well. So this watch is going to be, it's going to be announced today that this watch ships now to the original Kickstarter backers on January 23rd. Starts shipping. So this is, you know, the final version of the Pebble watch. Let me show you one more thing before we wrap it up. I have here the original packaging that's going to come in, and this is the white watch. This is non-functional, so I can't show it to you, but it's a very similar design to the Amazon. This is actually not a sealed box, but this will be glued shut right here. And just like the Amazon Kindle, you'll be able to rip it open, and then you will be able to see what's inside. And this is basically what it comes with. It's a very, very simple packaging. You got the watch and that special magnetic latch cable. And to get started, go to that URL. It's absolutely ultra bulletproof, simple, and very, very beautiful packaging, and a very, very witty little "It's Time" up here. And there's Meet Pebble, and it tells you what it supports. An Android, anything from Gingerbread up, and of course a whole bunch of iOS devices. So that's it in a nutshell. The Pebble is actually now a shipping product, and this is very, very exciting. It's beautiful. It is very light. It weighs 38.2 grams. It's like 1.35 ounces. I barely notice it's on your hand. You can sweat. You don't have to worry about any moisture or anything like that. Nice strong polycarbonate cover, and it's you know, pretty shockproof in that sense. So there you have it, the Pebble here at CES 2013. It's Miriam Joar. Hi there, it's Miriam with Engadget, and this here is the long-awaited Pebble watch. This is the final production unit. This is an orange one. It also comes in red, in black, in gray, and in white with a white band. It's got an e-paper display, as you can see here, and it's backlit. If you tap here, it lights up. There's an accelerometer built in and a compass built in, and of course Bluetooth 4.0 LE, which is the efficient Bluetooth. It runs for an entire week on a charge, and it's water resistant to 5 atmospheres. Wrist bands, so you can use any standard watch band that you want. As you can see, this is the one that comes with it. It's default black. I'll walk you around the watch on a separate one that I'm not wearing. What I wanted to show you right now is some of the UI. There's 3 buttons here and 1 button which is quite deep. So you can pretty much shower with this. You can use it in the hot tub, you know, take a bath, you can wash your dishes, you can be in the rain, you can be in the mud. It's made of polycarbonate glass. Well, it's not glass, it's polycarbonate. So it's pretty shock proof and very strong. It uses a stand on the left. On the right hand side you have, first let's go back. There's a back button on the left, and that brings up this menu, and then the top and bottom buttons basically let you navigate the UI, and then you can select things like that. Going back, I press this left button again. As you can see,